Pit better not have done something stupid, because the last thing I need is to be wrapped up in his follies.
Where do you think you're going, doppelganger?
How did you catch up to me?
I know my way around places. Now, seeing as you're invading us, I can tell you're hiding something very important.
Well, maybe it's because you're invading my privacy! I wanted nothing more than to be alone, which is pretty important if you ask me. With that being said, I don't even know how you managed to find my resting place.
Like I said, I know my way around.
Right. Since you know your way around, you should have no problem going back to where you came from. Whatever you're looking for, you're not gonna find it from me.
I know you and Pit are buddy-buddy, especially after what happened in the world of Brawl.
Oh yeah, we're totally buddy-buddy. So much so that I never want to be bothered with him ever again. If that's what you mean.
I know he went to talk to you about something important. What was it?
Why do you even care? It could have been about him buying a gift for his precious goddess for all you know.
Ever since we came to this world, something felt off. Like something had been altered to ensure this peace we have now. And after seeing Pit's behavior, it confirmed my suspicions. Palutena has Pit on lockdown, occupied with all sorts of duties ever since he was promoted from captain to general. So it was unusual seeing him attend the celebration of our arrival. I didn't think too much about it until he uttered something strange when we were all leaving.
It's bad enough I can barely come around to see how he's faring.
First, I wanted to come back to make sure he was okay considering his race in the event matches. But when he said that, I knew he wasn't here just to have fun with the others. He was checking up on someone, but I don't know who.
Oh, so you immediately assumed that he blurted out all of his secrets to me. Way to jump to conclusions, Fox McCloud.
Can you blame me? You're nothing more than Pit's evil clone. Whatever he said to you must have involved how he entered into this world. I know you running off like that was more than me invading your privacy.
Honestly, even if he did, does it really matter? This peace you all have, regardless whether or not it's artificial, it's just that. None of your friends are questioning it, so why are you?
Because it's unnatural.
Seems to me you're creating drama for the sake of it.
Don't you understand? He's tampering with something he has no say in, which is the fate of our lives. Only the creators are allowed to choose whether we live or die, not him.
Oh, I understand alright. I just don't care. Who are you to question his decisions?
As much as we all wish for a more peaceful world, we know very well that will never come true. There will always be conflict. There will always be outside forces that will test our will to survive. If certain trophies are not strong enough to keep up with the rest of us, then it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. But Morn.
But humor me for a moment. If you had the power to ensure that your friends stayed alive, would you still let them die?
I'm not in the position of power to—
I said if, Fox. Ugh. This was the problem I had with Pit prior to all of this. He's always at Palutena's beck and call, and can barely even function without her guiding him. But honestly, at least he can still think for himself. You can't answer my what if because it means that you bite the hand that feeds you. Isn't that right, you pampered mutt?
Take him.
Hello.
What? Ah! Let go of me!
You brought this upon yourself, doppelganger. Now you will be at the mercy of Master Hand.
Let go of me right now, or else
So
I'll—
nosy for little bird boy. You aren't dying. At least not yet.
I'm not gonna die because I literally had nothing to tell you, you idiots!
You don't have to tell us anything. Master Hand will pry information out of you himself. And after that, dispose of you like the others should have done back in Brawl. You could have cooperated, but you chose not to.
Because I don't know a thing about what Pit did!
Likely story.
free! He free!
Doesn't matter now. You got the person in question right here. Now, Pit, you're going to tell me everything I need to know. Else I take you to Master Hand myself.
You're putting your nose in places it shouldn't be.
Oh, am I now? I can say the same about you. You single-handedly tampered with how his trophies lived as of late. This utopia you've made is unnatural.
You would choose to live in misery then?
Suffering is just a part of life. We learn and gain experience from it.
I don't want to hear it, Fox! You all experienced enough suffering to last multiple lifetimes. I am not going to jeopardize everyone's peace just because you feel unsatisfied with the results.
Master Hand is the one who gets to decide that, not you!
Master Hand doesn't care about any of you!
You're wrong! He does care about us, Pit. Especially me.
As a lapdog, maybe.
You
were built to be perfection in every sense of the word. Capable of adapting to any and every environment imaginable. But with that perfection comes a lack of self-awareness. Because you're oh so perfect, you were hot-wired to be at Master Hand's beck and call. So you literally cannot turn against your master.
You're making that up. You couldn't possibly.
I was there for it all, Fox. I know exactly who you are, as well as your friends. However, I never got to meet any of you until Brawl. I wouldn't have become friends with you all if I didn't stand up to Master Hand. And someone very close to you would have been gone forever had I not done a thing. You all knew and accepted it. But I didn't. I didn't want to, knowing something could have been done about it. If you value your friends, keep your mouth shut and don't interfere with things beyond your control.
Pit, what have you done?
What's best for you all?
You crazy! But have Braveheart.
Thanks.
Sorry for messing with other Pit.
It's fine. Just don't do it again. Now, I have other matters to attend to. Catch you around.
Fox? You gonna be okay?
I'm fine. Let's just go back. What do you want? Haven't I been talked down to enough already? In fact, I threatened you earlier. I'm surprised you even want anything to do with me after that.
I don't. But I'm willing to let it slide just this once.
So, what do you want?
I want to make an offer.
What?
A free-for-all. You and I. We both want to blow up some steam, and this is the perfect way to do it.
Is this some type of joke, doppelganger? Why would I want to waste my time with you in a free-for-all?
Well, look at it this way. You finally have a chance to put me in my place. That is, if you can even land a hit on me.
I'm listening.
Tonight, at 7:30, Kalos. Stamina match.
It's a deal.
I'll see you there then. Sir? Could you move out the way? Huh?
No. I don't think I'll ever move for the likes of you.
You've been a disobedient little one, haven't you?
No. It can't be!
Oh, but it is. The newly acquainted general of Politena's army. I see you have something to hide from us. Since you have so much disdain for my past behavior, I decided to finally do something about it. Do you like my new appearance? Speechless, are we? I guess you didn't expect me to actually confront you personally, but here I am. Now, let's talk, shall we?
Yes. Let's.